Hello, this is Lee with 82 Gaming 12, and here on YouTube channel Sons of Liberty 75. This will be video 7 of my playthrough of the Battle at Talavera with 3 different game systems. So I've got La Bataille, which I'm showing right here. And then I have the multi-man Publishing's Napoleonic Battle Series. And then the Operational Studies Group, the Library of Napoleonic Battles. And we're at the 640 turn, and so I'm sure those La Bataille players are probably wondering what the heck is going on in these videos, because of course I'm still got some things that I'm not quite doing right. And I'll tell you, it's been a long time since I've played any La Bataille. And even when I played it, I was confused most of the time, not understanding the rules on certain things. And I just could never wrap my head around it. But so what I've got is I've got the regulation 22 rules, and I'm kind of like combining that with the regulation 30 rules, which I don't have printed out. I have them downloaded onto a file, but not printed out where I can actually look at it while I'm playing. But the charts and everything I'm using are from the regulations 30. So I've got that going on, and I don't know, even looking at the rules on that, there's some things that are just not clear in the rules. And so there's going to be things that I'm doing that are part of the 22 rules, and then I'm, also using some of the rules from the 5th edition. So I've got the 4th and 5th division that I'm editions that I'm using. So that's where you may see some things that I do that are a little bit different. But one of the things is the references to these MU chits. Okay, that was something I guess I always had a hard time with when I played. And a lot of times when I played, I would just, of course, playing solo, you don't get to bounce ideas off of someone else's head and maybe have them look at the rules and then say, hey, does this make sense to you, or what's going on here? But so of course the end of turn chits I've already talked about, but there's these other chits that had to do with regrouping, okay, which I'm just using a Library of Napoleonics counter, reorganizing. This should actually be dealing with units. When you pull this, then that allows units that are outside of their command range to move to get into the command range. They can't move adjacent to an enemy unit. They're not allowed to be involved in combat. And I don't think they can fire. They can't do anything except move to get into command range. And I think once they get into command range, they have to stop. So I was using this as basically the rallying phase. I think they called it something else. Like maybe the reorganizing phase. Yeah. And see, that's what this counter says. But it's really, this should be the regroup. Okay? That's what that counter's for. Okay? So, and then you have the leader, excuse me, the leader MU. And so I'm just using this in command chit, is what I'm using as the leader. Okay. And then I've got the two end of turn chits, but I already told you I'm only putting one of those in. Okay, I'll put this one in after at least half of the regular MUs have been pulled, rounded up. So, and then you have also artillery, but I don't have any grand batteries in this battle. So, okay, now the other thing is the command points. Okay, I have these charts, and I've showed these before, but this is from the 5th edition rules, okay? And so it tells me who has a command chit or command point. So I have one for Jordan, and of course Victor, right here, and then Sebastiani has one. So they get 3 command points, and then on top of that, there's 2 light cavalry divisions. Okay. However, with this one, there's no leader. Beaumont is not, as far as I could not find a Beaumont leader counter, which there needs to be one. So I don't know what his rating would be. And of course, then here's the coalitions. So you got Cuesta has a command point, and then up here, Wellesley just has to ride around. He doesn't get a command point. He just has to ride around to deliver commands in person. He does have 2 aides de camp that he can use, and then of course they've got these 2 light brigade cavalry units, so Cotton and Anson. That can be used, but I don't have individual Cotton and Anson counters. So try to work around that. But, and of course the Spanish, they don't have any light cavalry capabilities. So even though they do have light cavalry, so I'll try to correct this as I go, as I see things that, hey, I'm not doing this right or that right. And so that was a couple of things that I wasn't doing right. So the rallying, which is called reorganization, is done at the very end. That's one of the phases that's done before the turn ends. So we're starting the 640 turn. So we have to roll for I guess we don't have. I'm trying to think. I don't think there's any. Let's see if I see something here. Like a. Random event. So. Now we do have this that says that cavalry take is twice as long to recover from a tired or exhausted state. So I don't know about that. But so no random events. So then we just go straight to first we're going to have Napoleon's ride. So Napoleon's ride. He's right here, and of course what I've been doing is I've been sending the aide-de-camp that's with him over to the cavalry over there, but I won't need to do that this time because they're all tired, pretty much exhausted and tired over there. So the only thing they're really going to be doing is resting. So I can actually send this aide-de-camp here to stay with, or to move to go to heal. Okay, so I do that, and then Wellington, I'm going to move him up. He can move 11, so 1, 2, 3, and up this road he can move farther. So he can move, so that's 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, that's 5. 1, 2, 3, and then 4 would be 8, but he has to spend an extra movement point in any hex that he moves through a leader with to activate them. So we're at 8, that'd be 9, and then 10. So basically all he can do now is just move. Well, he just want to stay here. So he can activate him again. So we're going to activate Heal. That's the 2nd Brigade. And then we're going to activate Sherbrooke, which is the 1st. And then the 3rd. Where's he at? Oh, here he is. The 3rd. We'll put them in the cup. And We don't have to worry about that cavalry over there. We can roll for pain to see if he can activate. So he'd have to roll a 4. And he doesn't, so he can't. Okay, so that aide-de-camp is traveling from here, and he can just automatically fly over here to where Wellington's at, according to the rules. He doesn't have to count his movement. Okay, and so then here with the Spanish, we have Cuesta, who is right here, and he's only got one command point, and he's going to use that to continue to have Albuquerque move. So but I can roll to see about activating another Spanish division. Each turn you can roll to activate, and so I want to activate I guess I think this is Portina. Portego. So we'll see about activating them. I've got to get a 5 or a 6. Okay, wasn't successful. So far all that Quest has been able to activate is the 2 cavalry divisions. So, all right. So now with the French, really the only ones that can really activate at the present time is Ruffin, first division of the First Corps. He's it. So and the other thing we have is we have Merlin right here, and we have to roll for him. So he's got a 3. I rolled a 6, so he can't activate. So they can't take advantage now of those British cavalry that are exhausted. Was trying to see if I could get up there and take advantage of that, but we're not going to be able to because Merlin wasn't able to pass his initiative, or basically that's what it is, but his command bonus for cavalry. So, all right, so we've got the cup ready to go, and time to get started. So okay, first one, of course, is the time control. Next is the reorganizing. So this is where we can move units that are out of command to get them into command. So okay, for the French, it's going to be some of these guys here that are disordered. Okay. Moving to try to get back into command range. So let's see here. Okay, they need to come back over this way. I think, let's see, 60, no, they should be part of third. No, say second. So what is this here? 94 and 63. Okay, 63 is part of third. So it was 94. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, so he can move to there, puts him back in range. 1, 2, puts him back in range. All right. Those guys are disordered. I don't want to move any of them. And let's see here. For the British, this unit here, the 48th, okay, that's part of Heel's group right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's as far as it can go. All right. take a look at this cavalry. They could actually okay, so they can recover as long as they don't move more than half. So, well, now let's see. If we do the weather thing, they've got to take double markers. So they don't do anything, they can recover double. But if they move, then they can only recover half. So we won't move them. So okay, let's see what that, he's going to move to get back in command range. So our orchard is 4. So that's 4. And then another 4. So that's 8, 9, 10. Okay. So let's see if anybody else needs to do something. So no, they don't. Okay. Okay, so now this is roughing first. Right there. Okay. Now, all these guys here are out of command. So Ruffin's got to move up there. They can fire. They just can't attack. So 1, 2, 3. He's only got a range of 3. A division leader. But 1, 2, 3. This guy, of course, he can. So this is one thing that's different between the 4th and the 5th. Is in the fifth edition of the rules, you can go ahead and move your unit up there, and then all you're doing is just rolling a pre-morale in order to attack. instead of like right now rolling prior to going up there. So I kind of like having to roll, you know, where, you know, the further back you are, you got the better opportunity. So that unit there is 1, 2, 3 hexes away, and so I like that, and so I'm using that roll to close instead of you move the unit up there and then you roll to close. So okay, so 3 is going to be a -6, and the unit 32. So a 41 is going to be a 31, so they're not going to pass that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. All right, so they don't pass. The other thing is, instead of just not doing anything right there, then if you move up there and then you fail, then you're going to become disordered, and you're going to lose a step, an increment, and then have to retreat. So, all right, so this unit here is disorganized. So I'm going to move Ruffin. 1, 2, 3. Let's see. 1, 2. Say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 7, 8. So he goes to there. Oops. This guy here is going to go to square. Even though he's out of range, I'm going to allow him to go to square. So, okay. So that's all of Ruffin. He didn't get much done. Okay. Next, okay. So we got the 2nd Brigade, okay, which is going to be, which is Hill, okay. And so this guy's going to move into here. He's not rolling to close. He's just moving in there to be able to fire. And then this guy is going to move in there. So it comes out of the prone. Okay. This guy gonna move right there. He's going to move to there. And to here. And that's where they're going to move. 88. I think that might not be his. Yeah, that's from the 3rd Division. 87. That's not his either, I don't think. He's got 48, 29, 66, 48. Okay. And 3. Oh, excuse me. I can't move this guy again. He already moved. So, all right. So the British are done. At least that division is. Okay. Then we're going to do the 1st Division, or 1st Brigade. Like a division, I guess. Let's see what they call it on this chart. Probably division. Yeah. 1st Division. Hill was actually, I don't know if he died, but I think he was hit in the head, and he had to be removed to the rear, and Tilson had to take over command of the 2nd Division. So, where's this guy? 48th. Where'd his guy go? He's over here. So I can move him. 1, 2. They'll just move in here with him. Okay. All right. So the 1st. Okay. So we got the 2nd, the 3rd, and let's see, 2nd, 3rd. Second, 3rd, 61, and 83. So that's 88, 87. Okay. That guy. Where's he coming from? I wish these counters were easier to read. So he's actually part of the 3rd. Okay. So here, I'm gonna have this guy stand up. That's 1. Move forward. That's 2. And then get back down again. And same thing with this guy. Stand up. get there and lay back down. They're going to stay there. So sometimes I have a hard time finding out where some of these guys belong. Like this guy. Where did he come from? Okay, he's part of the first. So, let's see. I better leave him right there. I want to move him up. Maybe I'll leave him. Okay. So I'll just leave him like that. Okay, 2nd Cavalry. That's the Spanish. That's Albuquerque. Okay, so now they've got an order to march to a certain location, and I guess Merlin, I should go ahead and move him. He was given an order to go to a specific spot. And I should just go ahead and keep him moving until he gets there instead of re-rolling for him. But if I'm going to do that with the Spanish, I should do that with the French. So okay. So I have to pull back some here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So that's where they ended up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. They already moved. He's going to cut across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. He's chasing after him. Okay. Okay, so then we have well, I guess I can't use that. I was thinking, well, I could use a command point from Sebastiani, but really it doesn't say, the rules doesn't say you can't use these other command points. You know, so I could be moving Jordan up so that I can use command points there. And then, of course, he'd have to ride back to so yeah. So this is where you're kind of left with, you know, what to do here. But it doesn't say that some of these other commanders can't be involved. So I'm going to go ahead and allow Merlin to, I just got through pulling his MU. Okay. So once he gets up here, though, he'll have to roll to, I mean, he'll have to activate using his cavalry bonus, get readiness, in other words. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Right there. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And actually pull them back here, so same thing with this one. They want to go into line, so pull them back where they can get into line there. And then, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They'd have to do it further back because it costs 3. So let's do this again. So it's just like he was right here, I think. Something like that. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then to do this is 11. 12. Well, no, it'd actually have to be like that, because when you go into line, you have 2 less movement factors. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let's see, no, 10. They can't go that. They can't go up that high. They have to be back here. And I need to turn them like this. I know they're in line. One, 2. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12. So they go to there. And then the last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There he is. And then we've got the Spors artillery. One. Well, they can move right along that road there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 6. That's 9. 10. Okay. Alright, so they're finished. And we've got in command that's leaders. So I've got this leader that I want to move. 2, 3. That's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 9. 10. Okay. And Victor is going to move right there. With that unit. And let's see. Cuesta. I want to move him. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he moves to there. And yeah, he only has a command range of 1. So move him up there. Go move up there. All right. And then we have the 3rd Brigade. Let's Okay, that's right there where Wellesley's at. So he's going to move up to here. He's moving to there. This guy's coming out of prone. 1, 2, 3, going back into prone. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. This here, 45. Yeah, that's part of his. I'll move him up there with that artillery unit. Well, no, I don't want to do that. One, 2, 3. He'll come out of prone. That's 1, 2, 3. And then go back to prone. All right. And then the last one is the end of turn. So now we go into the fire phase. So we're going to start over here. And so this is where the 4th edition, which is the 22, differs from the 30th in the fact that the 30th says that fire is simultaneous, and in the 22 they say it's not. And I think it should be simultaneous because it's just happening across. So I don't know why that thing will just automatically start turning on me, but it does. All right, so they're firing here, and these guys are foot, and they're in two hexes, so they're only going to be able to fire with half, which is 3.5. So and they fire with foot times 4, so that'll be 12, and their target is in line, so that's going to be defense is going to be a 9, 12. That's going to be just 1 to 1. Okay, 1 to 1. 55 is a hit. So they have to take a hit, and they have to do a morale check. But before we do that, they're going to fire there. We've got skirmishers, but we also have units that are in line. So, and 3 times 3 is 9, so I'm going to use the worst defense. 21's not going to do anything. Okay, and then before that unit can roll for its morale, they get fired on here. So the top 2, which are these top 2 companies here, are going to be fired. And what that is 2 skirmishing companies. And so, and I don't think, I don't think they can be in there together. That's, if I recall looking at the rules. Skirmishers can't be in there. Can't have them on top of there like that. So they would have to resort back to just companies. So in line, that's just going to be up to 4. So that'll be 4 times 4, 16, and he's in line. So that's going to be 1.5 to 1. 35, not enough. Okay. So now let's roll for this unit's morale. 26. They've lost 50% or more, so that's going to be a -6. So let's see, 35. Be 25. So they're going to disorder and have to flee. So half be 4. Okay. Now we have this unit firing here. They're in column. So I think, let's see what they're 7. 7 against 9. Difference of 2. So 1 to 1.5. 55 is a hit. Okay. That unit will fire back, and they have, okay, let's rate the 4. So that's going to be 16 to 6. That's 2 to 1. 22 is a hit. So they've both taken a hit. This unit's 21 morale. They've got to check their morale. Because that's their first. And they pass. Okay, next we have these guys in column firing with a strength of 6. And here, these guys have a strength of 4. Okay. So 6 against 9. It's 1 to 1.5. 55 is a hit. And then 4. 16 against 6, that's 3 to 1. 3 to 1, 30, that's a hit. So they both take a hit. Okay. Then this guy is taking a hit. Okay. We move to here. He's firing here. Okay, 6. $25 is not anything. So we've got actually that artillery unit firing with this unit. So we're going to have 16 plus the 15. It's like 31. So that's going to be like 5 to 1. And a 13 is going to be 1 hit. Okay. Okay. So where we're going to be at will be nobody there. Let's see. He already fired. So this will be the next one firing there. But okay, so this artillery unit here, we got to back up. There we go. All right, so these guns here are going to fire on this horse. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is going to be 9. Cavalry is 8 in line. So 1 to 1.5. No effect. Okay. And then here, they're going to fire right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 12. These guys are in line. going to be 1-to-1. 62. It's a hit. Okay. All right, firing here to here. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 12. He's in line. 44. Not enough. Okay. Then we're going here. And fire at this skirmisher. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 12 to 14. 1 to 1.5. 25's not enough. Okay. So then we just move a little bit further over. Let's fire at this guy, which will give us a possible ricochet right there. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's going to be long range, so 9. And he's prone, that's 15. So 6. That's 1 to 2. 61. Needed a 62. Okay, so now the ricochet. The unit is, oh, that's just what, 3 liters stacked together. So 62. I have to get a 60. I think it's 60. Let's see. 64. So close. Okay. And so then we move to this one. And he's going to fire here, which will give ricochets right through there. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it'd be 9 against that skirmisher. So let's see, the skirmisher could be what, 4? So 1 to 2. 51's not high enough. Okay. The first black block there, they are not prone. So that'll be 9 to 9, 1 to 1. 65. Okay, so that's a hit. And then the next one will be extreme range, so that'll be at 4. So that'll be 4 to 9, 1 to 2.5. Okay, didn't do anything. Okay. So this unit took the hit. They've got a morale of 22. Okay, let's see what happens. They passed. Alright, so now we fire with this artillery there. I'm gonna fire there, which has a chance of ricocheting through those guys. So, okay, so the range 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's gonna be long range, so strength of 7. He's in column. 1 to 1, 32 is not enough. Now we're going here. Okay, same thing, except, let's see how far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, yeah, right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's actually going to be all 3 of those guys. So here it'd be 8. So that's still going to be at extreme range. That's 1 to 1. Not enough. Then this one here is going to be extreme range. So that'll be half, which is 3 fire strength. And against, again, in column, that'll be 1 to 2. 41's not enough. And then the last one, same thing. 33's not enough. So, okay. Alright, then we move to this one. Okay. This guy was a ricochet, so he can still fire at this guy, which is ricochet, ricochet. Alright. So here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. That's long range, so that'll be 3 to 6. Should be 1 to 2. Miss. Next guy. I don't think it'll matter. Extreme range 1 to 6 is not on the list, so don't have to worry about those. All right. So now we go to the reorganization segment, which is where we're going to roll for all these units that are disordered and so forth. Start up here with these guys. Okay, 26, but they've lost half, and so that's -6, and then they're disorganized, so that's -3 more, so -9. 31, they're going to go to and they're going to move 13 away. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. This guy. $32. He's also lost 50%, so -6 and -3 is -9. Okay, I rolled a 62, so he passed. Okay. Got these two here. 36. Okay, he failed, so he'll move 13. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Right there. Next guy. Okay, 31. 33, but he's going to have to subtract 3, so he's gone. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. All right, so right here, let's see if he's 15 away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So no, he's got to move. So 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we're moving to there. Okay, and then I've got this one here, 25. He's at 50%. It's going to be a -12, but he's in I thought he got a bonus for being in I guess not, for being in a hex of cover. So I guess not. All right. 64, he's actually going to recover to being disorganized. And then I have this unit here. And then of course this unit here gets a +1.
and they have a 16, so they actually don't have any negative modifiers, and they pass. So they're no longer disordered, and they're going to recover one of those. So it didn't do anything. And then this guy here, 26. Okay, so he has to subtract 6. And he passed. I rolled a 61, so then we swip that over. And then we, for these units that cavalry units that did not move or attack or anything, they get to recover the state of readiness. Well, actually 2 states, but because of the severe, hot temperatures, we take one of these off and leave one on, so it takes them twice as long to recover, in other words. So, okay, so that completes the 6:40 turn. So now we move to 7 o'clock, which now it's ready to we're ready to move to the Multi-Man Publishing's Napoleonic Battle Series game, which I'll begin in the next video. So Ruffin has basically 2 hours. 2 hours more, which is basically roughly looking at 6 turns to get to here. And if he's not, then this scenario is supposed to end. But because I've got this all set up, I don't think I'm going to let it in there. I want to see if the French can punch through. You know, I want to use their cavalry. They've got these 2 heavy cavalry divisions, Latour, Mabourg, and Milhaud, that are down here that I want to use. Here's Milhaud and Latour. Okay, plus there's Sebastiani. Here's Joseph and De Salas and Jordan. And so I don't want to just stop just because Ruffin's attack failed. So each one of these I'm not stopping just because Ruffin fails. You know, I want to see if the French can get a victory here. So, and I don't think that should be just on whether or not Ruffin gets to this hex. You know, we've got the whole day. You know, the French didn't give up. Now they did eventually. Joseph pulled back. Victor was wanting him to continue the fight because he was expecting Soult to show up, but I don't think Soult was close enough. I don't think he was in the area where he thought he was at. So, but that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to stop the scenario. I'm just going to continue. I got all this set up. It took me quite a bit of time. I don't want to just stop it right there just because Ruffin fails in taking the heights there. So as it is, the British are the only ones that have lost units so far, and they've all been skirmishers. That and, let's see, one artillery battery, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 skirmisher units that basically are half a point. So looking at about 4.5. Or I guess 5 total points. 4.5, yeah, 4.5 total points. These keep moving. All right. So, as I said, this ends the 640 turn, and so when I get back to this La Bataille system, we'll be starting the 7 o'clock turn, and again, each turn is 20 minutes. And so it takes 3 turns here to equal an hour. So, all right, I appreciate your support, and if this is something you're interested in, we'll come on back and see what happens. But again, I'm not going to stop just because Ruffin fails. I'm going to keep going to see what kind of results we can get. It's as historically it should be difficult for the French to take and hold 0 day Medallion. So, but victory here really is dependent on extending to the other scenarios, and then getting a corps to at below level 1 or level 1 or below on morale for that corps to exit off there where that blue disc is. That's one of the ways to gain victory. It doesn't have anything to do with Talavera. The city, okay, which is over here. That doesn't
apply. Oh, well, yeah, it does. There is a victory by clearing all hexes of Talavera of enemy troops. Or place the army of Portugal on level 2 or higher. So, okay, so they can get a victory by just clearing everyone out of Talavera. Well, right now there's nobody in there. But, you know, the Spanish would retreat into Talavera and use it as a stronghold, and it would be difficult to get them out of there. I think maybe not so because of their high morale. Their morale factors are extremely high, in the 40s, which means they're going to disorder and rout pretty easily. So, and that's maybe where the French should have focused their attention, is on the weaker Spanish army, and, you know, held Wellesley and his Portugal army in place with just part of the army. But of course you didn't have Napoleon here to do too much thinking. Victor used frontal assault. Didn't really even try much to outflank the British. But the only real daring or intelligent attack plan, was the night before, on the 27th. Now that was that did catch the British off guard, but the British were able to fill the gaps and send the French back across the Portina stream there. So, alright, so that's what we're looking at so far, and the next video we'll move over to the Napoleonic battle series, Talavera.